The tallest waterfall on Earth is not in Venezuela. It falls 3.5 kilometers, and no human eye has ever seen it. It sits in the Denmark Strait, the cold channel of ocean between Greenland and Iceland, hidden far beneath the waves. Scientists call it the Denmark Strait cataract. Ships pass over it constantly, and no passenger has ever noticed anything. But here is the strange part. This waterfall is made of water falling through water, and that changes everything. Cold water is heavier than warm water. Freezing Arctic water flowing south is denser than the Atlantic water waiting below. So when the Nordic seas meet warmer water, the frigid current sinks straight underneath and keeps going down. Underneath the strait lies a submerged ridge about 600 meters down. Beyond it, the seafloor simply drops away. The cold water pours over that ridge like a river over a cliff, except the cliff is entirely underwater. And the numbers are absurd. According to America's National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the drop measures around 11,500 feet. That is roughly 3,500 meters of falling water, beginning far below the ocean surface. Angel Falls in Venezuela, the tallest waterfall on land, drops 3,200 feet. This one dwarfs it. But height is not even the impressive part. The volume is where this stops making sense to the human brain. Ocean scientists estimate well over 123 million cubic feet of water cross that ridge every second. That is about 3.5 million cubic meters per second, pouring downward without pause, year after year. This hidden waterfall carries roughly 2,000 times more water than Niagara Falls at its most powerful. Yet nothing breaks the surface. No roar, no mist, no foam. Half a mile of seawater muffles the entire thing. It also falls in slow motion. The water creeps downslope at roughly half a meter per second. The water is astonishingly cold, hovering right around 0 degrees, kept liquid by its salt and the crushing pressure. And it does not stop at the bottom. It keeps sliding south along the seafloor for 1,000 kilometers. Now the bigger question, why does a waterfall nobody can see matter more than almost any landmark on the planet? Because this cascade is one of the engines of global ocean circulation. It builds the deep water filling the Atlantic. Researchers say the Denmark Strait supplies about half the dense water spilling into the North Atlantic. That sinking water powers the current system that carries heat toward Europe and keeps its winters mild. So, an invisible waterfall between two frozen islands quietly shapes the temperature of cities thousands of kilometers away. And here is what makes it stranger still. Humans only truly grasped what was down there within the last few decades. In 1989, oceanographer John Whitehead described these giant ocean cataracts in Scientific American. Since 1996, instruments anchored to the seafloor have measured it continuously, using pulses of sound. It is not alone either. Scientists have mapped other undersea cataracts, including one at Gibraltar, driven purely by salt. The largest waterfall on Earth has no viewing platform, no photograph, and no sound. It simply falls, silently, forever. Would you dive to see it if you could? Tell me in the comments. The world is full of secrets. Go find one.